Hello, dear students. Welcome once again. This is activity number 4 from unit number 2 Exploring Puzzles for Standard 7th English from the GCERT textbook published by Gujarat State Education Board. So, this is the continuation of the activity series which we are doing from the second unit Exploring Puzzles, and in activity number 4 we will be learning a small pilgrimage story. So this story is adapted, means it is taken from a story which titles The Canterbury Puzzles and Other Curious Problems, which is written by Henry Ernest Dewdney. So this person, Henry Ernest Dewdney, is the writer of this particular puzzle. It is taken from a book which is named as The Canterbury Puzzles and Other Curious Problems. So small extract which has been taken from this book is somewhat like this. You can see the picture which is given on the right side of this slide. It is written that long ago there was an inn where pilgrims often stopped on their way to worship at a famous shrine. Now in this first line there is a word inn. What do you mean by inn? So many of the students might be knowing what is an inn. For those who are not knowing the meaning of inn, let me explain them. Inn is a place where the travelers stop for overnight or maybe for a day, just to relax. Whenever the traveler is traveling for a long distance, if they are not able to reach to their destination in one day, they will keep an halt, a staying place which is known as inn, where they can take rest, they can sleep, they can get relaxed, they can freshen up, and then they can travel to the remaining distance. And pilgrims are those people who often travel for this shrine. Shrine is a holy place which was used by the different peoples. It is a place like in India we have Haridwar, we have Kedarnath, we have Sai Baba temple in Shirdi, we have Tirupati Balaji temple in the south. So in the same way, we have holy places in India also, and uh, the places is also known as shrine. So these travelers used to travel a long distance to worship at a famous shrine. So during their long journey, in the evenings, they rested from their journey, and when they get at a place, at an inn, they used to talk to each other. Sometimes they even shared their stories with each other, and sometimes they played with each other by uh, some games and offering some puzzles also. So this story is also of one of the day. In the evening, all the people of the company, they all turned to the pardoner, and they were talking to him, and what they talk is given in the second paragraph here under the title The Pardoner's Puzzle. Now you should understand the word pardoner. Pardoner means is a person who forgives a person who has done some mischievous act. Pardoner means the forgiver, like God is a forgiver, he is a pardoner. So the story goes on like this. The gentle pardoner, who has just arrived, very tired all the way from Rome, begged to be excused. Now, begged to be excused means he doesn't want to join the company in the game and puzzles they were playing. He said that I am very tired. I have just arrived from Rome and I am very tired, and I don't want to join the company. I don't want to play any game. I just want to sit and relax and have a sound sleep. But even the company allowed him, they didn't spared him, means they were forcing that you should play with us and you should solve the puzzles which we have made, or you should also show some puzzles which you are having with you, so that we can just be in the limitless situations. We can just show our superiority over each other. So he said, friends and fellow pilgrims. Friends means his friends, those who are making the company, and fellow pilgrims means the travelers who were traveling with him to that particular shrine. He said, truly the puzzle I have made is a poor thing, but it's the best I have been able to create. He said that the puzzle which I have made is not very fantastic, or it is not very interesting, but it is the best I have been able to create. You can blame my lack of knowledge of such matters if you don't like it. He also said that if you are not liking the puzzle, you can say that I don't have knowledge. You can blame my lack of knowledge. But his invention was very well received. He produced the company accompanying plan and said that it symbolized 64 towns through which he had to pass. But when he showed that this is my puzzles, that puzzle was very much well received by the other people in the company. Then he explained what it is. He said that this puzzle has 64 towns in it, and I have to pass through each of the town, and based on that I have to follow one rule. So he said the lines connecting the towns represented roads. He explained that to solve the puzzle, one has to start from the large black town and visit all the other towns once and only once in 15 straight lines. So he said that this is the puzzle, and this contains 64 towns, and there is a black town. From there we have to start, and you have to visit all the other towns, but the road which you will take should be straight, and you have to travel all the towns in only 15 straight pilgrimages. So if you are making the road by your pencil, you should draw only 15 straight lines, and you should cover all the 64 towns. And the black town is the starting point of the puzzle. He said the puzzle was to trace the route in 15 straight lines with your pencil. He said that you may end wherever you like, but note that a little road at the bottom has been omitted intentionally, and it is impossible to go that way. So I will show you what was that puzzle. It is already been given in your book, and let me show you also, and I will explain the puzzle what it is. So dear students, this is the puzzle which was made by that traveler who came from the Rome. He was very tired. He was not willing to uh, contribute the puzzle game. His energy was saying him to take rest, but he said that the fellow men are forcing him, so he will contribute himself in the game. So this was the puzzle. Here the small white boxes which are given are the towns. So totally we have 8 into 8, 64 towns, and the black town which is printed here in the last second line and the third box, that is the starting point of that puzzle. And in that we have to draw straight line. Like this is a straight line, like this you can draw, like this you can draw, like this also you can draw, like this also you can draw, like this also you can draw, but you have to start from this place. Okay dear students, you have to start from this place itself. This is the starting place. You cannot start from anywhere else. This is the starting place. So from here you will have to start, and you can end anywhere. If you want to end, you can end here also, you can end here also, you can end here also, anywhere you have to end. But you have to just stop here, because here we don't have any roads. These black spots which are given here, black connecting lines, these are the roads. You can travel from this box to this box, this box to this box, but not, okay, but not like this. You cannot travel here because the roads are here. You cannot draw straight lines like this. Okay, previously I told you that you can draw straight lines like this also, but it is not possible for you to make straight lines like this, because the roads are not here. You have to take the roads which are uh, given like this. These are the roads you have to take, not the others. Okay dear students, you have to take these roads and not these roads. Okay, so in this way you will have to solve the puzzle, and you have to take only 15 lines. I will again tell, only 15 lines, not more than that. If you are taking more 15 and plus lines, it means that you have not been able to solve the puzzle. So in this way you will have to solve the puzzles, and after solving it you can take the picture and send it to me. Also, if you are not able to solve the puzzles till, I will give you a 24-hour time. So till tomorrow night, if you are able to solve, you can click the picture and send it to me. And if you are not able to solve the puzzle, I will solve this puzzle and give the answer to you in the next video. Okay dear students, so let's go to activity number 5. Here also, as we know that we were studying about the story of Akbar and Birbal in the activity number 1. Here also there is a small story which you have already been heard in your different classes, in the lower classes, but it is given in the activity number 5, so we will have to learn it. The story is somewhat like this. One day, walking in the garden with Birbal and the other courtiers means the gems which were sitting with Akbar in his court, Akbar bent to pick up a sharp stone. With it, he drew a line on the ground and said, Birbal, make the line shorter. So what he did, they both were walking side by side. Suddenly, Akbar picked a stone which was very sharp, and he just made a small line on the ground and said to Birbal that make this line shorter. Also, he said that, uh, but don't touch it, just make it shorter. He allowed Birbal to make that line shorter without touching it. So the courtiers looked at each other. Birbal surely couldn't do this. Could he? What do you think, little students? Mm, the courtiers were looking to the line which was made by the great king Akbar, and he ordered, means not ordered. He said that, you can say that he ordered also, because Birbal has to obey all the advice or orders given by the king Akbar. So he draw that line, and after that he said to Birbal that you make this line shorter without touching it. Means you should not touch it. Still the line should be shorter. So what do you think, students? Will Birbal will be able to make the line shorter or not? The courtier looked at each other. Birbal surely couldn't do this. Could he? Perhaps he would finally be outwitted. So all the courtiers now became very happy. They said that Birbal cannot do this. It is not possible for anyone to make this line shorter without touching it. If we have to make a line shorter, we have to definitely touch it. For example, if a small boy of nursery, junior or senior, if he is making a line on his book with a pencil, and we say him to make that line shorter without erasing it, without using any type of eraser, will he be able to make that line shorter? We said no, it is not possible. But let's see if Birbal is able to do this or not. So what happened? But Birbal calmly bent down to pick up another stone. He quietly drew a second line below Akbar's. Everyone looked at the two lines, and Akbar's line was clearly shorter than Birbal's. Then what Birbal did, he also bent and he picked up a stone and made one more line. And he said that, great King Akbar, I have made your line shorter. Then everybody started looking at the lines which were drawn by Birbal, and everybody said that yes, the line of Akbar is shorter. So how could you think that this happened? So dear student, you might guess it correct that Birbal drew a line which was longer than the line drew by Akbar. So in this way, Birbal was able to make the line of the Akbar into a shorter line. So that was the only way for making a line shorter without touching it. So there was a brief silence. Brief silence means a little silence. Then Akbar smiled and said, I thought I had outsmarted you this time, but you have done it again. So dear student, these were the games played by the King Akbar and Birbal. We have lot of stories depending on this quick saying words by Birbal and outwitting each other. So many times Akbar used to bring puzzles and games in order to outwit Birbal. But every time Birbal used to find some or the other solution, and he was not been outwitted by any one of his courtiers or the king in his whole life. So we have heard many stories. So activity 5 ends here. Let's go to activity number 6. So Birbal did not make the line shorter than it was when Akbar drew it first, but he made Akbar's line shorter than his lines. Akbar's line cannot be said to be short, it can only be longer or shorter than another line. Short is not an absolute concept, it is a relative concept. Now, dear student, you should understand this particular line that short is not an absolute concept. For example, if we take a little example that suppose a baby is there, let's name his Chintu. Suppose a Chintu is here, his height is somewhat like this, and one Pintu is there, his height is somewhat like this. Now who is taller and who is shorter? Then we have to say that here Chintu is shorter and Pintu is not shorter, he is longer. Let me take one more example. Suppose I call a student and say that this is Mr. Rakesh, and tell whether he is taller or he is short. Then that student will not be able to say that Rakesh is tall and short, because he doesn't has anyone to compare with. And if I say that this person is Rakesh, and let's make it R here, this is Rakesh, and this is one more, we will say Mukesh. So M stands for Mukesh and R stands for Rakesh. Then if I ask that Rakesh, tell me means to the student that if Rakesh is shorter or Mukesh is shorter. So now that student will be able to answer that yes, Rakesh is shorter than Mukesh. So dear students, in order to compare the height, the distance, long or short, we have to compare it with someone. Okay dear students, so here it is written that short is not a absolute concept, it is a relative concept. It means that we cannot just say that whether a person or whether a distance is longer or shorter without comparing with anything. Without comparing, we cannot say that particular thing is long or particular thing is short. So we have to we have to compare it, we have to relate it with something else. It is a relative concept. Without relating with anything, we cannot say that particular thing or particular uh, distance or length is smaller or longer to anything. So what Birbal did, he just drew a line which is more longer than the line drew by Akbar, because Akbar was a king. We cannot say that your line is shorter. We cannot bring a great king towards the downward side. We have to just make a line which is more bigger than the line drawn by Akbar. So in this way, his line automatically became shorter than the Birbal's line. Akbar's line. So Birbal's line was bigger and Akbar's line was shorter. As we think about puzzles and problems, we want to be sure that it is that here, it is not they here. Dear students, if you find here this word THAY, it is not THAY, it is THAT, that. So make the correction, it is a printing mistake here. So we want to be sure that our assumptions are correct. We also want to remember that many things cannot be described in absolute terms, they can only be described in relative term. Already I have told you that a boy is there. If he is asked to say that whether a second person who is standing here is taller or shorter, he must be knowing that with whom he is comparing the second person. If the second person is smaller than him, then he will say that this particular person is taller and this one is shorter. So he has to relate between each other. Without relating to each other, we cannot say that who is taller or who is shorter, who is longer or who is shorter, because describing the distance or length is a relative term and not the absolute term. So one more example we'll take, like a rich man may think that a dosa is very cheap, but a poor man will think a dosa is very costly, because cost is a relative concept. A person who has lot of money, he said that a Mercedes is a very cheap car, but a person who is not having lot of money, who is having a moderate amount of money, he will say no, Mercedes is a very costly car, and he will say that Swift Desire is a cheap car, we can take that. So for him, Swift Desire is a cheap car and Mercedes is a very costly car. And for a rich man who has a lot of money, he will say that no, Mercedes is a very cheap car and Ferrari is a costly car. So it depends upon the relative concept, the amount of money which a person is having. A poor person will say no, cycle is also very costly because he doesn't has a money. So the cost also is a relative concept. So in this way we can say that every time when you are doing any calculating any distance or length, you have to think upon the relative concept and not the absolute concept. So here activity number 5 and 6 comes to an end, and also after the end of activity number 6 you have one page given in your textbook where it is said that you have to write a story in which you have to use the character of Akbar and Birbal. Also, while writing the story, you should not forget the courtiers who are always coming in between in order to, without Akbar, means not Akbar, Birbal. Every time all the courtiers are trying to bring the prestige of Birbal down and down, but every time they will not succeed. So in this way you will have to write a story, and after writing the story you have to click it and again send it to me. So before ending this video, I will again come to this puzzle. This puzzle I think everybody had understood. You have to draw 15 straight lines. Let me show you. You have to draw 15 straight lines, and like this you have to draw 15 straight lines. 1 2 3 4 or 5 or 6 7 8 9 10. How many you have to draw? You have to draw 15 lines, not more than that. And in 15 lines you should visit all the towns, you should not leave any one town also. And remember, you have to travel on the roads which are given here. Except roads, you should not take any other route, and you have to start from here and you can end anywhere. So dear students, you have to solve this puzzle also and click the picture and send it to me. Okay dear students, so let's go to activity number 7. So before activity number 7, here one table is given between absolute and relative concept. The concept is of tall. If you think it is absolute, you have to write absolute there, or whether if it is relative, you have to write relative. 6 words are given: tall, rich, free, dead, educated, and beautiful. Whatever it is related to, you can write absolute or relative. You use A for absolute and R for relative. This is your home activity. You can solve at home and send it to me. Now activity number 7 is the story which I was talking about. The story of Akbar and Birbal are often based on puzzle or jokes. So next page I am not taken here the next page. So there is a blank page given on the just next to this activity number 7. The space is provided for you for writing the story, and the characters of Akbar and Birbals are compulsory to be used there, and also you should include the character of courtiers also. So this ends the activity number 7. Activity number 8, 9 and 10 will be included in the next video. So you have 3 homeworks here. One is to solve the puzzle, second was to solve the absolute or relative concept which is given here. This one, this puzzle, this page, this is the page, this is the thing. If it is A, you have to write A, or if it is R, you have to write R. A for absolute and R for relative concept. In this way you have to complete this table and send it to me. After that, this video will come to an end, and the special request to all of you, as I make it every time, I want you all to stay home, stay safe, keep learning every time, because some of the students have not just stopped sending the homeworks. Some of you are sending the homeworks, they are doing the correct homework also, but some of them have stopped because the number of homework which was coming before is getting decreased day by day. I don't know why. Are you not taking interest, or are you having any problems? I have told you every time that if you are having any doubts, you can actually ask me. I have also given you my number, although also if you don't if you're not having the number, I will again give you. It is okay. I'll take some other color because it is not coming here. I'll take one some light color so that it is. This is the number. Actually the letters are not coming properly, don't worry about that. So this is my number. If you are having any doubts, you can call me anytime, or you can WhatsApp me. This is the same WhatsApp number, and you can clarify your doubts, and don't forget to submit your homeworks here. Okay, just click the picture and send it by WhatsApp to me. Okay dear students, once again I will request you to stay home, stay safe.